I'm reckless. I'm gonna walk up to that home with my cock out. The degenerate life of a 100+ victim predator.
Producers, this plugin helps you finish your tracks way faster. Check this out. I'm gonna start with this loop that I made here.
Man,
Could that plug make me finish faster though? I'm gonna finish on my screen.
that jail cell change. Man, that jail cell changes you.
This is Chase William Mulligan, and this video would mark the start of his 4 years of victimizing and extorting over 108 minors. And
Damn.
During that time, Chase would be an inventor, an inspirational speaker, a Twitch streamer, and even a rapper. Now, on the outside, Chase seemed like a pretty normal guy following the success play.
Look at this hairline. That's a clear giveaway. Every pret has a fucked up hairline. If you have a fucked up hairline, you might like kids. You might like kids. By the way his head is kind of lopsided, his shit kind of look like a crescent moon a little bit. So you could tell his face is uneven. It's like it's like this shape. You can't trust niggas like that. But just chill. Niggas in the chat calling me the baby. I just fucking farted, man. Shit. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, why is he telling
He
me
went to
farted
Seton
shit?
Hall University for finance, IT, and entrepreneurship, where
Okay.
he is ready for grad school. By the way, the university took down this whole entire part of the website. Now, Chase
Damn.
was a little bit strange. He does parkour. But what he also did is he tried doing
Okay.
YouTube during university on his channel Ace Grail. Now, he was a content creator for the game Grail Online, and he made nerdy videos talking about game patches and nerfs. But Chase also made a rap song for Grail Online called Grail Ol' West.
Let me hear that
These
shit.
kids scamming, think they're funny. Can't trust anyone with your money.
That shit was ass. Oh, fucking God. Wrap it up. Get your ass exit the verses. That shit was ass. That shit was ass. Let me hear it again.
Scamming.
Made a rap song for Grail Online called Grail Ol' West.
These kids scamming, think they're funny. Can't trust anyone with your money.
That shit was ass, boy. That shit. This nigga pissed me off with them fucking bars. Hold on, bro. Let's. Oh my God. Wait. Wait. Hold on, wait. What is called? Hold on. Is it still up or nah? It probably isn't. Yeah, of course it's not. If you got a video made on you about you touching kids, I hope you know YouTube is extorting your entire account. You're gone. You're gone. When this video come out? 2 weeks ago? Yep, his entire channel gone.
Now, Grail Ol' West.
Let me hear it again.
Funny.
Grail Online called Grail Ol' West.
These kids scamming, think they're funny. Can't trust anyone with your money.
That shit was just ass. Like even my white homeboy wouldn't think. Like, I would make this face looking at this nigga bars. Even my white homeboy wouldn't think this is it. Even my white homeboy wouldn't think that shit was ass.
Now, Grail Ol' West Rap was one of his most popular songs alongside his discography of other platinum-achieving rap songs like Honey, Easy Money, and Mike Me Up Jr. But with the Grail Ol' West Rap, there was something a little bit unsettling about it.
Shout out to the brothers too. Man, that jail cell changes you.
Nigga, what? Shout out to the brothers too. That jail cell changes you. Nigga, what? Fuck.
Back now, I'm on my game. Got Russell, bet you know my name. Even the BR girls trying to chase him with that oi buying, trying to catch a case.
It turns out he was catching a
Nigga,
case
what?
at this time, because between at least 2019 and December 2023, the defendant Chase William Mulligan used numerous accounts from internet-based communication services Snapchat, Discord, Roblox, Skype, Omegle, and Instagram to employ, use, persuade, induce, entice, and coerce at least 108 minor females.
Damn, at least you're not on boys, but still. You on kids still at the end of the day. It's just 5? Oh yeah.
Ages
Whack his
5
ass
to
up.
17 into creating and sending him CSAM content. 108 minors, at least. And the majority of these minor victims lived in the United States, but also resided in other countries, including Australia, Canada, Denmark, Spain, the Philippines, and the United Kingdom. But in this day and age, it doesn't matter where you live, predators are a threat globally. But the interesting thing is that this Grail Old West rap,
So he was trying to touch kids globally. That's crazy.
marked the start of Chase's online degeneracy. And the thing I want you to keep in mind is that as we dig deeper and deeper, the unsettling online activity will
Oh my god, this nigga
start to
Cuban. You can't trust a nigga that look like that. I ain't gonna lie. When they lips look like, don't ever trust a nigga that lips look like this when he look at you. This is he's ready to touch kids. Hello, Michael. What's up? What up, Donala? The face he's giving, I ain't gonna lie, and I'm on Twitch, so if y'all like, what am I talking about? I'm reacting to something on Twitch. The face he giving right now, I know he touched kids.
merge. But at this time when everything started, there was no red flags that anything was going wrong. In fact, the next thing that Chase did is that he launched a Kickstarter for something called Grixel, which is a portable utensils pack. It's reusable plastic cutlery. It's pretty boring, but the video itself is an absolute f***ing banger.
I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for you.
Did you lose a lot
Man, get the fuck out of my face, nigga. Trying to use the sun kiss method
on DraftKings or FanDuel?
What's wrong with this nigga, gang? Yeah, she do love him. Only Waterboy though.
Now, no surprise,
Yeah,
this project completely flopped, most likely because you could just buy this on Amazon for half the price. But it wasn't until August of 2022 when Chase started up his new business venture, which is another unique idea of becoming a Twitch streamer under the handle Reimagining, where he would play DayZ.
I can't. I died first!
I am Black01234 says why he looked trans in the video.
I don't know, maybe he was taking dick as well. At some point in his life.
And I don't really watch Twitch streams because I have a job. But one thing I noticed is that he would show off how strong he is by doing push-ups if he died. And while he was forcing himself to do push-ups, he was also forcing minors to partake in the most heinous acts. Between at least July 2022 and December 2022, Chase Mulligan coerced a 12-year-old, a 5-year-old, and another 12-year-old to produce CSAM content.
Yeah.
But the way Chase would find his victims is surprisingly not using his Twitch account. Yet. Because what Chase would do is he would create usernames on Snapchat that had weird random names like Jen Sends Icy Kites, but the display name of the accounts would be Add Me. So if you go on Snapchat and you open up your recommended friends, it would show Chase's profile saying Add Me. And kids are curious, they add his account, and Chase then goes through his script. Chase would add anyone that added him what their age was, and one of the victims said that they were 12 years old. And right after that, Chase would request images and videos of the victim, and Chase said that if the victim did not do so, Chase would come to her house. So this is extortion.
That probably did scare him, because I ain't gonna lie. A lot of dumb motherfuckers got their location on Snapchat. Like who wants to know where you live at, gang? I ain't gonna lie, if you put your location on when Snapchat asks you to, that's not very wise. I ain't gonna lie, if you want to type people that add people back when they add you, and you have your location on, anybody could come and touch you. I never turn my location on for real. Instagram trying to get niggas to turn their location on. Who? I'm not letting niggas know where I live at. I follow motherfuckers back. I'll be damned if a nigga show up to my house like, bro, I see your location on Instagram. Boom! Funny Michael ain't gonna be able to stream for a minute because he put it in on a t-shirt because he showed up to his house for no reason.
Or more specifically, extortion. And I want to point out that in a lot of cases, especially with Discord, you'll have a lot of predators that will say stuff like this, but it's usually all bullshit. The problem with Snapchat, though, is that it has snap maps.
That's what I'm saying. I just said that. You see what I'm saying? So now he actually knows where your house is.
you can see your friend's location, and Chase would use snap maps to figure out where these children would live, and he would use that in his extortion attempts. And unfortunately, the victim participated in video calls and sent explicit content almost every day for a period of weeks.
Damn.
And the most disturbing thing is that this is 56 videos out of the over 1,000 files of CSAM that was produced by Chase himself, which is just a part of at least 15,000 files of just general CSAM on his computer. I think the terabyte meme here is true in this case because he has portable hard drives, 5 terabytes. He has terabytes of this vile, disgusting, abusive content. And from those...
Do you know how much shit you have to put onto a terabyte to fill it up? Nigga, that's a terabyte. I have gigabytes. I download 3 games and my shit is full. But those are games. Do you know how much a terabyte...
Those files, the police, they don't mince their words. They tell you exactly what's in the video, and I'm not reading any of this, and it's not because of YouTube monetization. It's genuinely because this stuff is distressing. This was a hard thing to read, but this is degrading, disgusting, genuinely evil shit that this guy was doing. And this is just 3 of the 108 victims. This guy is a genuine monster. And the craziest part is that after doing this, in February of 2023, Chase restarts his YouTube career to become a motivational speaker. Yes, this guy doing horrible shit that I'm not even gonna try to explain because it's that fucking bad. He's becoming a motivational speaker, where he has a collection of 3 talking head videos. And the first one is called So Life. Am I right? I'm gonna be honest with you, just that stare, like, it actually sends shivers.
You don't start a motivational video off like that. You don't do that. I ain't gonna lie. If I seen that pop up on recommended, if he had a... That's how you don't touch kids.
Down my spine.
Anyways, I want to talk about life a little bit, because I feel like a few of you are probably in a similar situation that I'm in right now. Because like last year, it's like when I think about it, it's 2023. What did I even do last year?
Yeah, it's threatening underage girls. We just read what you were doing. Yeah, these videos get more and more disturbing as you learn more about Chase. But his next video is, What Do You People Want From Me? Where he starts figuring out what video ideas he should do.
So the first topic, this is going to be great if we actually do this one, is find Ace a date. Okay, just like as a joke.
Find Ace a date. Does it include a minor or no? How is this working? You know what the crazy part is? This is the craziest part to me. Like, he seems like a complete degenerate. I found divorce documents with this guy. He got married somehow. I don't know. But a second video idea.
The second topic I had was like a fitness journey. I'm trying to get my 6-pack back. So I have like, you know, I'm decent with muscle. I'm decent. I'm getting there. I could be...
The fuck is that, nigga?
Better. I could be better, right? And then...
Yeah, chat. We got a predator doing a thirst trap for kids. God, I hate myself. In fact, when I looked through the comments, the first thing that I saw was, Hey, bruh, I just met you in VR chat. I'm expecting to see that SoundCloud soon. You know, VR chat, the game that is known for its predator problem.
Whoa, hold on. I didn't even know that. Yo, we not doing the VR chat stream. Hey, I ain't know that. I ain't know VR chat had a lot of niggas that was touching on kids. I ain't gonna lie. I should have known by the way niggas was chasing me down in VR chat and shit. I should have known. Cause what the fuck is you chasing me down talking about give me that butt? Nigga, I will kill you.
Stereotypes write themselves because this dude was in it. In fact, his final motivational video is called Be Different, which again starts off with...
What is wrong with this nigga, gang? Like, this nigga actually terrified. Like, what is...
Motivational video is called Be Different, which again starts off with...
Who does this? Gang, if I started the stream off... Hold on, wait. Let me put this into perspective, gang. That's like, imagine me starting the stream off like this. It don't look weird because I'm not a weird nigga. But if, like, you feel me? Like, just imagine you don't know me, and I start the stream off like that. You would think I'm on some weird shit. Didn't you try to out me with a 12-year-old? Nigga, what? Then I try to put you with a 12-year-old. What is this nigga talking about? Went on VR chat. Nigga said still look weird. Okay. That's why y'all not touching money like me.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? I said I was going to be doing these videos.
It seems funny if you don't know this guy, but holy f***, this is unsettling. And again, in the comments, I don't know if you remember me, but it's Allie from Rec Room. I couldn't...
Oh my god, this nigga's... Rec Room? You on Rec Room too? Watch, next thing he gonna say he was on, he gonna say he was on Gotcha Life. He gonna say he was on motherfucking, he definitely was on Roblox. I know for a fact he was on Roblox. Next he gonna say he was on Minecraft. He go next say he was on motherfucking Fortnite. He go next say he was on, all the motherfucking thing hotspots for kids. He gonna say he was on all, he gonna say he was on Valorant and, what's that shit called? Valorant and also, Overwatch. He gonna say he was on all that shit.
Find activity on what Chase was doing in Rec Room or VR chat, but I can only imagine what happened in those games, you know, games that are known for their predator problem. Yikes. Now, the whole 7 minutes and 26 seconds of this video is him, again, trying to be a role model. He's trying to be a mentor for younger people, someone that you can trust, that gives you advice. It's building out this persona that he's a great guy. But Chase's idea of being different was talking to children during this time, because 2 months after that video was uploaded, in April of 2023, Mulligan communicated with Victim 8 on live Snapchat video calls. Again, I'm gonna skip the details. Now, for the next 2 months, Chase had zero internet activity that I could find, and we can only assume what he's doing behind the scenes. But Chase decided to make a comeback. He followed his advice, his own advice of being different, because he had an ace up his sleeve.
I got him. Oh my god, we're just better, bro. Give me that M4, baby. Give me that piece of crap, you dog-ward loser!
This is the Google AI Professional Certificate.
Start here to gain the skills for a new way of working.
Maybe.
This nigga say dog water loser. Man, shut your bitch ass up. If I flick your nipple, nigga.
Give me that M4, baby. Give me that piece of crap, you dog-ward loser!
Where's this pants at, y'all?
Chase got back into streaming in late June of 2023, and this time, for the whole entire...
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, streamers that stream with no shirt, what's going on with y'all, gang? I've never taken my shirt off during streaming shit. So I don't know what's wrong with niggas, man.
Their stream, he was tarp soft. There was no shirt to be found on this dude. In fact, I even found his Discord server where his emotes were based on him being shirtless. In fact, he even had work in progress ones that, again, were him being shirtless, but also push-ups of...
Come on, guy.
Of course. But this is towards the tail end. We're already in the 4th year of the 4 years of Chase finding victims. And it really makes you think if this whole shirtless thing was to stand out on Twitch, or if it was trying to bait in fangirls. And him doing push-ups and having six-pack abs and flexing on videos, it really makes you think. And as I was looking through clips of him playing games, it became less of seeing this degenerate, obviously unemployed dude, because by the way, he was streaming for like 14-hour days, but like,
yeah, he still ain't getting nowhere. Yeah, see, that's why I tell you, you can't just be streaming just cause. Why is Michael acting like he didn't oil up? I don't know what y'all talking about, but you can't just be streaming for hours and hours and think you go pull viewers. Nah, gang, you gotta be quality.
Scanning through clips of this guy and just like looking through.
Who's gonna watch you play the same game for 14 hours straight? Nigga, you got me fucked up, nigga. I got a job. That's why I do. Oh my god, my ring light failed. Damn. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Wait. We chilling. We good. We good. We good. We good. We good.
through his streams, this shit is eerie. And from what I found through court documents, during this chronically online era of Twitch streaming and playing DayZ and Rust, this is when Chase found most of his victims. Because in December 2023, the police found approximately 29 screen recordings of a live Discord video call between Chase and victim 4. That was an 11-year-old girl. And again, the police do not hold their punches in what they talk about and what happened in those videos. And this is vile shit that even consenting adults would not want to do. But the important thing I want to point out is that on about December 3rd, 2023, the investigators found a Skype chat between Chase and the victim. And during the chat, Chase told victim 4, add me back on Discord or I'll post all of your videos online and in servers. I have everything saved. Listen, okay? But the interesting thing I found out is that during these chats on December 3rd, 2023, if we go back to Chase's Twitch activity, you can see that basically November 28th streaming, 29th streaming, 30th streaming, December 1st streaming, December 2nd streaming. On the 3rd, he's not streaming, and the day after, he does stream. So this horrible chat happened on a day that Chase wasn't streaming, which makes you think all of these days that he's not streaming, or maybe if he streams for only a couple of hours, what is he doing in between? And again, this seems like the time that he would have the most victims, because again, from November 2023 to December 2023, when Chase was streaming, victim 5 was a 12-year-old, victim 4 was on December 3rd, this is November 2023 to December 2023, and victim 6 is in December of 2023, victim 7, December 2023, and last, and probably the most horrific one, victim 9, again in December of 2023, like he's streaming at this point, and victim 9 shows how evil Chase is. Because victim 9 told Chase that she would... Now, YouTube doesn't like me talking about this at all, so I have to speak very carefully.
I know. It's a 3-letter word, ain't it? Yep. 3-letter word. I'm guessing it's the you know.
Victim would unhealthily deal with any emotional distress by physically hurting themselves. And after the victim explained this to Chase, Chase then responded, damn, that's hot. And then...
Nigga, what? Yo, see, yeah, niggas like this. If you were athletic, what sport would you play? I am athletic, bro. I do box, like I said. You knocking niggas the fuck out.
And it just results in Chase asking for CSAM content. He does not give a shit about any person that he's talking to. Clearly, I mean, this is just 9 victims I've talked about. There's 108, at least 108. And the craziest thing about this is that on December 20th, 2020...
Nah, don't even send him to impale down. Nah, you know what you can do that's better? Give him a devil fruit and throw that nigga to the bottom of the water. Do that nigga like they did Law. Give him a devil fruit and throw that nigga to the bottom. Make sure it's an ass one. Give him like a plastic fruit where he could turn into a piece of plastic. Throw that nigga to the bottom of the water.
During the
like they did Big Mama ass
streaming era,
oh my God,
enforcement executed a search warrant and they seized approximately 22 devices and they identified that there was CSAM content on it on December 20th, and 3 weeks later Chase is back to streaming on Twitch, and the only thing that has changed is he put a damn shirt on. I'm not kidding you, man. Like, look at the stats. He's just constantly streaming, bro. You're going to fucking prison. Why are you streaming?
One mentality that you must have in life is that regardless of what's in front of you, you still must grind.
And I think the most disturbing thing about this is that when you look at the seized devices, they identified CSAM on the following devices: iPhone 6, iPhone 8, and a Lenovo ThinkPad. I searched up how this laptop looks, and any iPhone 6 or 8 has a home button. And I went back to one of Chase's old streams, and you can see in his webcam, he has a ThinkPad laptop and an iPhone with a home button, which just makes all of these streams even more unsettling, because as this guy is playing DayZ, he's shirtless, doing push-ups if he dies, and right next to him is a laptop and phone that has a bottomless pit of the most vile, disgusting shit you can imagine. And the craziest part about this is when you start reading into a little bit of the court documents. Now, I'm trying to avoid just reading court documents because it can be boring, but this is a sentencing memorandum, which is basically a document saying, hey, before you guys like put me in jail, hear me out for a second. Instead of going to jail for 60 years, because that's what he was up against, Chase, him and his lawyers said that a sentence of 30 years would be perfectly fine enough. Now, the reason why he shouldn't rot in jail for 30 extra years is because, and I quote, quote, Chase has no criminal history and no history of violence. He accepted responsibility promptly, he sought treatment, and engaged in said treatment immediately following the execution of a search warrant on his residence. And these actions illustrate Chase's self-accountability and willingness to confront the behavior that ultimately led to his arrest. It's crazy, though, how it only took 108 victims for him to realize maybe you have a fucking problem.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If he had one or two, that's different. Even just one. But this nigga, 100 and something? I'm not gonna lie. My camera all high and shit. He done probably talk to more women. He didn't probably talk to more kids than I've talked to women in my life. Like in terms of like actually speaking to women, he done probably talk to more kids. Nobody wanted to tell me my camera was up and shit when my ring light fell and tried to take me out the game. He done probably talk to more kids than I didn't talk to women in my entire life. And y'all know somebody in stream right now, so I could talk crazy, but y'all know, y'all know, y'all know, the early TikTok days, niggas know how it was in the street. You feel me? Y'all know. And niggas getting slapped with ads. Same nigga that said he got money, by the way.
And this is starting up the rage meter. And in the same document where they're like, oh, he got a master's degree, he's college educated, they say that many of these shocking images exhibit Chase's profound lack of understanding at the time of the harm he was doing as a result of his behavior. While the defense does not discount psychological harm to the victims, in this case, the behavior exhibited by Chase was exclusively remote. They say that there exists an entire generation, of which Chase is one, who live online. And life to these generally younger people is much like a video game. They've grown up engaging in fantasy worlds online and gaming, in relationships, and in the case of Chase and those like him, their sexual lives. There is an unreality relative to the individuals on the other end of the line, and often, as is the case here, an associated disassociation with the victim on screen. This is the biggest load of bullshit ever. Let me just translate it and speak it the way it is. This is lawyer bullshit.
You basically trying to say it's okay for him to ask for kids to send feet pictures and shit because it's online. And that's all they do. So, with the same thing you just said, right? With the same thing you just said, so I can technically rob motherfuckers and scam motherfuckers online, but since it's only online, it's okay. That don't make no sense. I could post me smoking motherfuckers, but since it's only online, it's okay. Like, nigga, what? That don't make no sense.
Saying the internet is like a video game, and Chase, college educated, doesn't understand. There's someone on the other side of the screen. He doesn't understand it. Like, Chase started doing this when he was 21. He is a fully grown-ass adult. And you're saying that, he's just so online. He didn't know they were real kids, even though they were bawling their eyes out. He doesn't know. He's just chronically online. This is fucking disgusting. Yeah, no. This made my blood fucking boil. All right, cutting off my rant there. I want to talk about how this case unfolded, because I watched this stuff happen live, and I was kind of left on a cliffhanger. Chase could either get what he wanted, go to prison for 30 years, he'd come out when he's 60, and there's, in my opinion, a really good chance that he would reoffend. I mean, getting your devices taken from you, and then 3 weeks later starting Twitch streaming again? I don't think this guy's gonna learn. And I mean, after 108 victims, I don't think he ever would. That was one thing that could happen. On the other hand, the government wanted him to go to jail for 60 years. So when he gets released, he would be almost 90. And reality speaking, he would probably kick the bucket in jail. And to be honest, I was rooting on the kick in the bucket option, like a divorced dad roots for his favorite football team after binge drinking to forget that his wife left him. But after 4 reschedulings and months of delay, we got 50 years, which to me is good enough. When this guy gets released, he's probably going to be 80, or there's a pretty good chance not even kicking at all.
Okay, I died first! Base 44 super agent.
Come on, gang. I'm finna get YouTube Premium. I'm getting YouTube Premium.
Just say hello.
Wait! There's more.
This was the cherry on top because Chase filed an appeal for his conviction. And I found this document by his original criminal defense lawyers, the one who wrote that document saying he didn't know it was the internet. I'm not a huge fan of these guys until I read this letter that they sent. They sent this to Chase, by the way. Dear Mr. Mulligan, this letter is to notify you that I will this week be filing a motion to withdraw my appearance from your appeal. He no longer wants to be Chase's lawyer. And the reason why is, first, as the lawyer discussed with Chase, prior to filing your notice of appeal, you executed a plea agreement with the United States Attorney's Office in your underlying case. And if you actually read the big legal document that you're signing, it says that you waived most of your appellate rights. But his lawyer basically said, homie, I told you last week and in person yesterday that I have not identified any basis upon which to proceed with that appeal. Your appeal is genuinely fucking nothing. Second, the lawyer says he's not an appeal attorney, so he just declined it. But the final thing, again, this just let my imagination run wild. Finally, given the nature of our recent interactions, I do not believe that even were I possessed of the appropriate skill set to conduct your appeal, that we would be able to work together in an efficient and effective manner. What this is telling me is that when the lawyer went to Chase in prison, Chase is crashing out yelling at him, "You made me go to jail for 50 years. What the is wrong with you?" But his lawyer was staring at him like, bro. Yeah, I don't really care. Have fun in prison. Now, I'm happy to hear that this horror story has a somewhat happy ending. You know, the victims still need to heal from this. They still have damage from this. But I want to point out that these victims and their courage in reaching out to law enforcement helped put this disgusting, vile monster behind bars and prevented him from making new victims. And with that, I want to say that if you are a victim, please talk to law enforcement, please. You might seem like you're just one person, but you never know. This guy had 108 victims, and there's a good chance that you reaching out could be the final thing that tips the scales, that puts that predator behind bars for the rest of his life. And with that, gamers, that's all she wrote. Bye-bye, I love you.
That's all who wrote. What is he talking about, y'all? Let me see. Like, W reaction, y'all.